In the month of March, electric car sales grew to an all-time record here in Australia, where I'm obviously from. EV sales represented just under 10% of all vehicle sales. Now, considering the kind of extreme polarization of the media here of EVs, that number's very, very good. Tesla sales grew by a staggering 68%. BYD sales were up 52%. And the Tesla Model Y absolutely smashed it. What's shocking to me though, is on the back of all-time sales results for Tesla and the Model Y, Tesla have just reduced the price by $8,500 for the Model Y Performance, $5,500 for the long range, and just under $2,000 for the standard range. So very likely the Model Y will continue to break records here in Australia. Hello my friends, great to see you. I'm Sam Evans, you're watching The Electric Viking. And this is really quite a historic day, guys, to see this number of EVs sold in Australia. Now, more than 10,500 electric cars were sold here in Australia, which, like I said, it's just a smidgen under 10% of all car sales. And it does mean that, you know, we're well behind Europe, we're well behind China, but hey, at least we're beating the United States. Now, how are we beating the United States? Well, it all comes down to Chinese electric car production. Almost all the EVs sold in Australia, about 95, I think more than 95% of them, are manufactured in China. So, of course, they're more affordable. They're very, very affordable as a result. Having a look at the 10 best-selling EVs in Australia, you'd be quite surprised by the actual sales figures. The Tesla Model Y was in first place with 4,379 deliveries. The Tesla Model 3 was in second place with 1,638 deliveries. By the way, Tesla have just reduced the price of the Model 3 long range by $1,000 as well. The BYD Atto 3, its price has been reduced as well by a few $1,000s, 1,044 sales. The BYD Seal, 365, MG4, 352. Really surprising to see so few Seals and MG4s delivered. I'm not really sure why that is. I mean, they're very, very popular. They've been well reviewed by media. Tell your friend, get an affordable car, buy an MG4, $39,990, drive away. I mean, that includes all your taxes. It's basically like paying about $38,000 for what is a very good electric car. Next, the BMW i4, that is manufactured in China. So no more smugness from you BMW drivers claiming you don't have a Chinese EV. They are Chinese. The BYD Dolphin, 213 sales. The Kia EV6, 198. The Volvo XC40 Recharge, 135. And the Mercedes-Benz EQE, which is very expensive. So I'm surprised to see this many sales, but it's good. 124 deliveries for the EQE. Now, the other thing that has really surprised me with this is the Dolphin sales are so low. Only 213 vehicles delivered. I mean, that's 5%, less than 5, about or close to just under 5% of the number of Tesla Model Ys delivered. I don't really understand that. The BYD Dolphin it's a fantastic car. And if you actually look at the car sales charts here in Australia, you've got to be asking yourself the question, who are the idiots buying a Toyota Corolla instead of an MG4 or a BYD Dolphin? Now, we know that the electric cars, the battery packs will outlast the life of the car in almost all cases. We've got enough evidence from the last 6 or 7 years of seeing Tesla Model 3s and their battery pack chemistry, not LFP, how long they'll last for, and they're outlasting the life of the cars in 98% of all cases. 98%. So why would you go and buy? I mean, look at this sales list of cars here in Australia. Toyota Corolla. Why would you buy that? I don't get it. I mean, Toyota Camry, 1,690. Why would you buy a Camry? I don't understand that either. Of course, there's other small cars sold here in Australia. The Mazda 3. Who's buying Mazda 3 when you can get an MG4, a BYD Dolphin, or a Great Wall Motors Aura EV at the same price, even possibly less? Now, speaking of the Great Wall Motors Aura, its price has been reduced as well. In fact, it's staggeringly cheap. It's $35,990 drive away. Basically, that's the equivalent of about $34,000 for an electric car. I mean, guys, Americans, if you're listening, that means it's about $22,000. $22,000 for a car that I've seen in person numerous times. They look way better in person. I've got to say, the style in person, my boys think they look really cool. My boys like them. In person, I was surprised at just how nice looking they are. It's a really good car. $35,990 drive away, which means basically the $34,000 car, then you got to pay your taxes on top. That sort of comes to about $36,000 total. That's about just under 23,000 US dollars. Just absolutely incredible deal. And getting back to the actual brand race, Tesla, because it sold the most Model Ys that it ever has, and considering they've just updated the Model Y, there's a 2024 version now. It's got a few improvements, new wheels, new colors, cheaper prices. And that's just been revealed today after the month of March has already gone. I think that's going to give even more of a boost to Model Y sales, meaning the Tesla Model Y could become the best-selling car here in Australia for a few months in a row, very possibly. You can really see what's happening here in Australia's car market. And that is more and more cars are becoming available. By the end of this year, we're going to have electric pickup trucks, electric utes here in Australia. And that will cover off that huge market segment that EVs are not covering, not getting into at all, unfortunately, here in Australia. So getting back to the Tesla Model Y, with 4,400 deliveries, it was so close to being the best-selling car here in Australia. Didn't quite get it, but it did beat the Toyota Hilux, which is the first time ever. Australians love Toyotas. They love the Hilux, even though I don't think it's a particularly good a particularly good ute. I think the Ford Ranger is better, but a lot of Australians buy the Toyota Hilux, especially businesses buy the Hilux. But Tesla Model Y outsold the Hilux for the first time, so that was very exciting to see. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. What do you see happening here in Australia's electric car future? I believe by 2030, car sales in Australia, 80% minimum will be electric. That is what I'm sticking with. I've got 6 years to see if it pans out. What do you think? Thanks for watching.